Hi, welcome back to Linux. Today we're going to install the Cinnamon desktop on Fedora 22. Now, Fedora 23 is the most recent version of Fedora out at the time of this recording. And the Cinnamon desktop is not the default desktop on Fedora at this time either. We're going to use the Cinnamon desktop, which is often associated with Linux Mint, on the Fedora system, as the Cinnamon desktop is seen as probably the predominant desktop solution moving into the future. This will take about 20 minutes, but this really depends on your download time. If you've got a fast connection and a fast computer, things can go pretty fast. Thus, the fast. If you've got a slower connection, then you can take even more than 20 minutes. In our classroom, we have several downloads occurring at the same time on the DNF command, and because of that, it does slow us down quite a bit. The resources we'll need: Linux Fedora 22 and internet access. No software is needed. Everything is included in the distribution, so we can go from there. The process, extremely simple. We're going to install the Cinnamon desktop, open a terminal, and type this command: sudo superuser dnf install, and then @cinnamon desktop. So this will get everything for the Cinnamon desktop. To use it, simply log out, choose the Cinnamon desktop, and log back in. That's all there is to it. So that'll be the finish. That will complete the lab right there. We'll be finishing the lab right when you log back in. If you want any more information on this, you can go to this link, the linuxpitstop.com, and look at installing the Cinnamon desktop there. They've got a great review on that, a great tutorial. Let's get started. In this case, I've got my Fedora 22 demo. I'm going to click Start. Fedora 22 pops up on the screen. I'll go ahead and log in, and then we'll run the command. Okay, the user here is student with a password of student. Okay, I'm going to move the desktop over just a little bit to the right, and we'll go to Activities, and I'll type terminal right there in the search. So I'll click terminal. It comes up on the screen, and now we're going to type our command. And that command was the sudo dnf install Cinnamon desktop, the @cinnamon desktop. We'll try to copy and paste. We'll see if that works. Doesn't look like it's going to do it. So sudo superuser dnf install, and then the @cinnamon desktop. See if it finds that. Our password is password. And it's kind of sitting there for a while, installing some updates. And I'll go ahead and pause this for a couple of seconds while the desktop downloads. Okay, we're still waiting for the update to install here. So we'll give it a few more minutes. Okay, the update is done, and now we're waiting for the other packages to be located and downloaded. There we go. It found the other packages it needs, and we're going to say, yes, please continue. And once again, this could take anywhere from a couple of minutes to, well, I mean, it could take an hour, but a couple of minutes to about 20 minutes to get this done. Okay, we're still waiting. It's getting closer. We're a little more than halfway there at this point. To mention that, over on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see where we are on our download. So you can see that we've downloaded 97 of package 163. So there are 163 packages that we will be downloading into this Fedora distribution. And we're at about 100 of that. So we've got about 64 to go. And as soon as those are done, we'll be ready for the install. So it's important to remember that the download and install are two separate steps. So we'll download right now, and then it will perform the installation after the packages are downloaded. Okay, it looks like our installation is complete. So we can type exit and be done. Now, well, because you can't see it, move my screen a little bit there. At the top, in the top right corner, we should have a log out. So over here we have a lock the workstation and a little student right there. So this is power, where you can restart. This is going to be lock. Those are settings. And then we have student and log out. So yes, I'll choose log out. Comes back up. And it drops to this menu right there where you can enter your password. I'm going to click this little gear here and choose cinnamon, which is missing. So let's go look at why cinnamon is missing. So we'll reboot and see if it magically appears. So we'll go up here and power off, restart, and pop back over here. Waiting for the restart. Okay, we've got student. Click this. There we go. Now we have the Cinnamon desktop. So we do need to reboot and choose Cinnamon. Probably what we have to do is restart the desktop manager, but rebooting is probably the easiest way to do that. No, not probably. Rebooting is the easiest way to do that. So we did student and password, and I'll choose sign in now. And we should have our new Cinnamon desktop. Hard drive's flickering. Okay, I recognize that. And it says I'm running in software rendering mode. That's because I don't have hardware video acceleration installed for some reason. We'll have to see why. So now we have our menu. Enlarge the desktop here. We have our menu, our settings, and other options right here. Okay, and in the background here it says it can't switch my monitor configuration. So I've got a little error. All right. We have our icons here, we have our menu, and now we have the Cinnamon desktop installed. You'll find it to be a very friendly desktop, easy to maneuver. You want to move things down around the panels, etc. It is a very straightforward desktop environment. Well, I hope this works out for you, and I hope this helped, and have a wonderful day.